Welcome Coffee. Brought to you by people with no idea what they were getting themselves into, but are happy to be here. And their friends and fur babies. It's a bit of a discombobulated day, but we welcome you to join us as we discombobulate together. We're going to do all the things. We're going to write, drink coffee, do all the things we love so much. Special thanks to Project Shadow for the use of the song Pink. Hello and welcome. Hello, Zara. Long time no see. How are you, dear? It has been a crazy time. And specifically today, we just had the storm blow through. So, but we're still here. However, like there were several tornadoes that touched down in Mississippi, northeast of us, and like not even 45 minutes north, we had up there we had a 3.0 earthquake. So I would venture to argue that maybe the gods are a little upset. I mean, we normally do not get earthquakes, but we are on a fault line that hasn't been active in a while, but has been growing more active in recent years, but like very small amounts. Like most of the time people can't even notice the feeling, the sensation. But yeah, a 3? Yeah, you're going to notice a 3. So yeah, that happened. Boop, I heard a boop. It's a Megan boop. Hello.
Hello, I was backstage and I don't think you saw me, so I was like, I'm just gonna restart the page and see if that.
Oh, see, yeah, you disappeared.
Yeah, and then I came back at right like the second after you turned on the show.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear anything. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's no worries. I was just like talking because I thought I was in the show, and I was like, la di da di da, and then I realized that you didn't hear like the things you were saying could have been things you could have said to me. So I was like, okay, but then I was like, oh, that makes no sense right there. She can't hear me.
So in Restream, unlike in StreamYard, in Restream, if you say hi or say anything in the private chat, it'll physically pop up.
Oh, I totally forget about the private chat, like because it doesn't register as it existing in my brain.
But yeah, if you say anything, even just boop in the private chat, it'll physically pop up. You all see it. Like, there's no way to know. And so let's have that as the backup if I don't hear the boop. But yeah, the moment I heard the boop, I was like, oh, I heard a boop.
Yeah.
So, but Zara's here with us in the chat and felt that one that happened in New Jersey last year because my rolling chair moved. Oh, and all my Funko Pops started vibrating. It was wild. Oh, wow. Either that or, the poltergeist. Yeah, but earthquake. Yeah, I was telling Zara about our weather that we were having here today. The storm just passed. And I know the storm passed because Leia wanted to go outside. Leia was like, the door, ma'am, please. Open the portal. Like, yes, ma'am. And then at first she wasn't sure because it was still a little sprinkly, and then it stopped. She was like, well, bye, everybody. I'm going to go.
I have things. I have plans. People to see,
Yeah,
things to do.
I got to go check on it and everything and see how it fared. Like, okay, bye, Leia. I think she wanted to go out since it was like the last, it was dusk.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I was telling Zara about the earthquake about 45 minutes north of us.
Yeah, that's just wild. I was like when I got the text message, I was at the beach with all of Sean's friends and I
Mm-hmm.
just was like, "Sean, can you believe they had an earthquake with tornado weather? What is going on?" And they were like all his friends were like, "What? Like that what?"
Yeah. Right? It's crazy.
It's so weird. It is.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was like, the gods are mad, y'all. And they had several tornadoes touch down northeast of me
Mhm.
in the county that draws all the tornadoes away. So, um, it has like it. I guess it gets. I was told by one of my now ex girlfriends who lived in that county. I don't think she
Uh,
lives anymore. That it gets the most tornadoes of all counties in Mississippi and Alabama combined.
wow.
Like it draws them, and she'd invited me up to drink a pitcher of margaritas at the local Mexican restaurant during the tornado warning, and I'm and yeah, she didn't tell me that till I was in the basement of the Mexican restaurant with the 8 guys working there and her and a pitcher of margaritas, and I'm like, excuse me, ma'am,
What a way to spend a
you
tornado.
actually invite me here for because I did not co-sign this.
Oh my goodness.
But as long as that county still keeps drawing the tornado energy, I'm happy.
Today in geography, I had to watch a video on typhoons, and oh my god, it was so depressing. Like, I don't know what it is about geography that has to be so, like, just its whole intention is to break your spirit.
Oh no, Megan. Sarah says, I just saw Hadestown again, first time in London this past week, and I'm just thinking Persephone and or Demeter is pissed. Yes. Although technically Poseidon handles earthquakes, I assume Zeus does tornadoes. I don't know. I'm actually curious. Is Poseidon in charge of earthquakes on land? That's kind of an interesting idea.
So would Poseidon do if Zeus does tornadoes, then Poseidon must handle like not monsoons, but the the twisty things over water that I just learned about in school that
Are
I
you talking
can't
about
be
hurricanes and typhoons, or are you talking about something else?
hurricanes and typhoons. There we go.
Okay,
But
because like tornadoes,
there's a
twisty things as well. But anyway, because
well, yeah, I'm just thinking about twisty things specifically over water.
see, I did not know that about
Huh.
Poseidon and earthquakes or horses. To be perfectly honest, I did not know that.
I did know about the horses because you always see him riding horses in the water.
Well, seahorses, but meh, yeah, yeah. Cyclone,
Cyclone! Yeah.
yeah.
Good job.
Because you can get those like you can get something sort of like tornadoes out on the water. They call it
Uh-huh.
something. It's not whirligigs, but that's what I want to call it. They call it something.
It's like water spout or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, okay, because like I was talking to Charlie before the rest of y'all showed up in the Discord, and Charlie was telling me the path the tornado took in their town today,
Yeah.
or yes, last night. And I know this place because we've gone up to visit the
Hmm.
Dorsets. And I was like, that's literally like the places that Tom and I were like getting bad vibes from. Was like
Oh,
it took a
wow.
path. Like Tom won't even deliver to that particular trailer park when he was doing delivery in the Dorset town.
Oh, wow.
Like he's like the vibe is so creepy. He's like, I just and also they don't tip anyway, so like no thank you. But like the church it hit a big church on a hill and all that. Like that was the place we were like, ooh, why does it feel so? You got to leave. And Charlie was like, yeah, like it only, and on their street it only hit the homes of the Trump supporters on each end
Wow.
of their street. Like it was hopping around. It had a mission.
Wow.
And I got to be honest, where the earthquake hit and the tornadoes here, yeah, I know about the people there. They're not nice. They're, yes,
I gotta say
like it's on
though,
a mission.
yeah,
Like it's a vibe of like all the people with the real negative vibes, the real not loving other
yeah,
people vibe. Yeah, it's markedly hidden those places today. Like as far as like, as I said, that county draws all the tornadoes, and I'm not sad. Normally, you would think like I actually care about most people, but not like the people who hate everybody.
yeah.
And there's the reason I don't live in that county anymore. So
Jeez, why is my computer just struggling today? I don't know, but I'm sorry for the noise, people. I have no
and
control over it.
like the full moon and everything, and I'm just like I'm getting all
Mm,
sorts of energy from the full moon. Um, I got so much writing done this week. It's been
nice.
fantastic. Like I was excited of like, ooh, I think I'm gonna edit another poem during our first
Ooh,
sprint.
nice.
Megan, I gotta be perfectly honest with you. I think you are going to like the poem that's gonna come out this Monday. I
Ooh,
just wrote it in the last 2 weeks. It is like hot off the press.
nice.
Is very shall we say timely.
Nice.
I
I
think
look
you're gonna
forward
like
to reading it then.
yeah. So, and then I finished the story that I'd been too sick for the last 5 weeks to write. I finished that the night before.
Wow. Nice.
Yes. And so, and I'm looking forward to the next installment of the story. Yeah, I was
Good.
thinking about that of like, I could go slice some bagels because I need to slice the bagels and croissants that Tom got when he went to New Orleans. And so I can go freeze them.
Nice.
And then I think I will edit another poem so I can like start getting ahead because that was what I had originally intended before I got sick with the crud.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to work on.
Goomy. That's a good name for the crud.
That's what my mom always called it, was the crud. Like when you get
Yeah.
the flu or you get a cold, you know that. But when you just get something that is like trying to kill you
Yeah.
and it won't go away,
Yeah.
my mom would call it the crud.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I
I
don't
just
know.
saw the Pokemon name and I was like, that is a good alternative if like you needed another name for it.
A gumi.
A Goomy. Ah, I've got the Goomies. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I could picture it.
Sarah says I was sick the day before the full moon, but now I'm 100% fine for. Ooh. So maybe you too get that energy from the full moon, like I do.
Was it last night? It might have been last night that I was working on my stingery stuff and
Mm-hmm.
I think I finally figured out. I thought I had the beginning, but I think I found a better beginning
Mm-hmm.
where it starts off with J. Keno Wilson, the chief of police in Stingery, saying, "You have 24 hours to leave town," and then I go into like, what would you do if you were given 24 hours to leave town? What would you take with you? What would you leave behind? Like, go into, and I'm like, yeah, I like that. So
Nice.
at least that's where I'm headed so far.
I like it.
Oh no.
Says I think my mom has the crud. She got it last night and had to come to my mom's stay, even though I just arrived from London yesterday. I hope she gets to feeling better.
Yeah.
He's going around. I saw Everett just posted about, because he also got the crud, not from
Mhm.
me, independently. Um, and he now, I think, has like some sort of complication, like a respiratory infection or something.
Oof.
And I'm just like this week finally feeling like better. You know, like I actually have
Have y'all
energy.
been taking your zinc?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
And
good.
I've been eating my oysters and all that good stuff for my health.
I wish I knew if I was allergic to oysters or not. I still have to go get tested at the
You
allergist,
ever
but
just tried oyster sauce from Chinese restaurants?
no, I haven't.
Oh,
My
okay.
mom is allergic to
Mm.
oysters, and I'm allergic to everything she's allergic to, like cats, bees, all the fun things. And so, but she's not allergic to like all other shellfish.
Mm.
And so like I love clams, like they are my favorite. So I'm like oysters, they sound like upgraded clams and I just want to
I
try them.
actually agree. Oysters are definitely upgraded clams. I love oyster sauce too, Sarah. Like, and oysters, like, oh, you give me like oysters on toast, like smoked oysters. I mean, smoked oysters on toast. That's my jam.
Oh, that sounds heavenly, and I haven't
Like
even
maybe with like a
tried.
little cream cheese to help the oysters stick. Oh, but yeah, like since I was a little girl, oysters have been prescribed to me by my doctor
Ah,
of when I am like whenever my psoriasis
mhm.
flares up, I'm supposed to eat oysters.
Hmm. So,
I
uh,
mean, I agree. Like oysters are better than clams. Like, not that clams are bad; they're not. But oysters do have so much more flavor, and they're more tender too. They don't get clams can get really rubbery.
yeah, if they're not picked in the right season, or if they're not cooked right, then yeah, they get
Yeah.
gross.
Versus like smoked oysters are my favorite, and you can honestly like kind of they're
Clams,
so
yes.
soft you can spread them.
Ooh.
Yeah, me too. I love linguine
Uh,
with clams though. That's
I am the kind of person who goes to like restaurants, and if they have linguine and clams, I'm just like, can I just have a bowl of clams? Like just the clam. Like I don't want the linguine. Can I just have the
just
clam?
give me
Like
the sauce and the clams.
just put it in a little butter and a little garlic like
Yeah,
sauce. Just pour it on top. Give me a like chunk of bread on the side. Like
sounds so Italian, Megan. So
well,
Italian.
because I am.
I know. I'm just like, girl, you are stereotyping yourself. I
That
love
where do you think I learned? I learned to love clams from my Italian grandmother. She would take us to like she would we would she never cooked. She refused to cook after cooking for my dad and her other son for
it.
like
Hmm.
their whole lives. And she's like, I'm not doing it again. Like I will cook for myself, but
Yeah.
like I'm not cooking for other people. So take me out to, and she would pick the restaurant, and it like she would what the going out with grandma was a treat because
Oh
we
yeah, I
always
bet.
went to the fancy restaurants. Like they were the kind of restaurants with white tablecloths, and like where you didn't, if you dropped your spoon on the floor, you didn't pick it up because the waiter would pick it up for you before you even got to it. Like
No.
that kind of ridiculously fancy. And so the poor kids had to like behave, but
And
the food was to die for.
yeah.
And like we would go and get like literally bowls of clams, and we
Hmm.
would just enjoy. And yeah, like
Yeah.
food with grandma was my favorite memories. Like,
I just was thinking of, are you familiar with the YouTube channel Sip and Feast?
no, I'm not. I don't really watch a lot of YouTube.
They're, it's like a husband and wife, and they do, they're Italian Americans themselves, and they originally got their start doing Italian and Italian American dishes.
Oh, gotcha.
And he did one well, probably months ago now, of what was it called? It was like stuffed clam. It's not the word is not oregano, but it's like related to it. And it was baked in butter, and it was like,
Oh, that sounds heavenly.
do not threaten me with a good time, sir. And yeah, he was like, "Oh, you just serve it with crusty bread." Da, da, da. And his wife Tara was like, "Oh, that would be so good." I'm like, "Y'all are making it. You can eat it. I can't eat it through the screen." Well, anyway, are we ready for our first little sprinty sprint now that we've made everybody hungry?
Yeah, it made me hungry. Like, I haven't had dinner yet. Like,
Mm.
I kind of forgot. Like, I think Sean forgot too that, like,
Y'all forgot.
they're at the bonfire having, like,
Yeah.
bonfire food and s'mores and stuff. And I'm at home. And I'm going to have to figure out what in the fridge I can
Right? You're gonna have to
turn into
forage.
food. I'm not a forager. I'm not
Oh,
made for this lifestyle.
oh no, Megan! All right. Well, good luck, everybody, one way or another, and we will see y'all on the flip side. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Some irony here.
Hello?
I was watching the time earlier. And then the children came back. Because they went with my stepdad to walk the dog.
Stock?
Yeah, that's what it's called. Stock. The caffeine shot. The coffee
Ah,
cold brew. You know,
cool.
my very important
Writerly
supply.
cereals.
Oh, I've seen
Yes, you
those.
have at truck stops.
Night, Sarah.
Good night. Yes, you can also buy them by a pack of 100 from the company.
Hi.
We appreciate.
Well, I was gonna have food, and then I saw we had. Well, I was gonna have real food, and then I saw we had dates, and I was like, "Oh, I need those." So I had a little few too many of those, and totally forgot about dinner. And then I went and crocheted until it was time. Oh, so while I was out today with uh, Sean's friends, and one of his friends has a wife, and she is apparently, he described her as a feminist 50s housewife, and I was like, oh, I appreciate, like, she's apparently very leftist, and I'm like, we sound like we would get along so well. Like, some of the stuff that he was saying about his wife, I'm like, oh yeah, it would be cool if she was here too, but no.
What is a feminist 50s housewife? Like,
Does she have the aesthetic of a 50s housewife?
Yeah, that's her aesthetic.
Haley,
Yeah, basically.
because I'm like,
Haley.
the 50s was an interesting time, but
Yeah,
I would not necessarily call the 50s feminist.
yeah, no, that was pseudo feminism. A
Well,
lot
it
of it.
was still part of like first wave feminism, which was just like, hey, we're pretty sure we're humans, like, and we deserve basic rights, but like only if you're comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you've probably seen a resurgence of because the trad wives are starting to pick up first wave feminism, and it's like, it's so nice to have you in the club. But yeah, you guys are a little behind. Women are people too. So revolutionary.
What?
What?
Radical.
Really? Paris agrees.
Yeah.
She's a strong, independent piggy.
Yes, we love a queen of any species.
Yes. I relayed your message. She's looking at me.
She's like, good. They needed to know.
They
She's
sure
got some
did.
sass in her stare. Are you still upset with me because I won't let Sassy in your cage, Giz?
We just want to sleep
Oh,
over, Mom.
the look that Nessie gave me today after we had to soak her feet in warm Epsom salt water,
Uh-huh.
and for like 10 minutes, and she hated every second of it because she is afraid. She's like, I'm made of sugar. I melt in water. Like, what are you doing to me? And so after she was done, she runs onto my bed, sits down right where I sit, right where my pillow is, and then she just stared at me for a good 5 minutes. And she just gave me this look like, you have betrayed me.
This is my spot now.
Did you not use warm water?
We did. She just is a baby.
Because, like, we'd use hot water with Cassie, and she would just love it. And we knew she loved it because she did try to escape, but also she farted a lot. Like, yeah, I was like, oh, look, it's a jacuzzi joke. Like,
Yeah, no.
for like 5 minutes. I'm like, girl, how much? A lot of bubbles you got there. And she's like, look, if you relax,
Hakuna Matata.
right? Yeah.
Did you
It
finally
was
leave
like
the girls alone?
slow bubble.
Oh gosh.
And like, because I'm such a sensitive nose, I'd be like, Tom, you watch her. Let me know when the bubbles are over. And we turn on the vent, and I would just leave for like 5 minutes. Like, until about 5 minutes later, call me. All right, I think she's done. You'd always save one less bubble for me to come back. But yeah, she's a little old lady, and she's like, yes.
Yeah,
Let me
both
ask.
of my dogs hate water. Both of them are like, but mother, I'm melting. They act so tragic in
Why
water.
must you care
Like,
for us this way, Mother?
Yeah,
it
no,
doesn't even matter. Like, if I make sure the temperature is like absolutely perfect, or like, no, they're just. If it's raining outside, even worse because it's fallen from the sky and just. Oh, it's been raining here lately. Like yesterday, it was pouring. Honestly, I was surprised we could go to the beach today because honestly, I was expecting it to just be a gray cloud. Just one gray cloud covering the entire sky. But no, it was actually a nice day. That's what's weird about California weather is it just is different from day to day.
That's just weather.
yeah. Yeah, I don't
I mean,
understand.
but like sometimes it's more unpredictable than in other places.
Never come to Michigan.
Yeah, Megan.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's too
Don't
cold
like
up
the weather?
there.
Wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't, you got lucky. What are you doing?
Dachshunds hate getting their paws wet in rain and will absolutely expect you to pick them up, take them to their peeing spot, and put them down to pee. And then the moment they're done, they're like, pick me back up.
Up, now.
Uppies. And yeah, and then they'll like tell you, like while holding them, they will then direct you where they want to go poop. And then you're expected to put them back down so they can have a poop and then pick them up immediately. It's like, no, I don't want to pick you up immediately. So all dachshund owners learn to like kind of step back and like act like they're distracted to like
Hi, baby.
get the dachshund to walk it off a little.
You want to say hi? No? You want pets, though.
Like, I originally thought it was just Cassie who was that weird, and then I've seen enough dachshund videos from other dachshund owners who are like, oh no, this is normal. This is the breed. Okay. Fierce badger baiters cannot stand to get their paws wet in rain.
Yesterday. So, yesterday, I walk upstairs and I go, what the fuck? Because there's Hephaestus curled up with my niece in the chair. I'm like, you
The betrayer.
jerk. You won't curl up with mommy in this chair, but in the recliner upstairs, I'll be like, all right, I can lay down on the material. I don't have to be in your lap. Pet me. But he really likes one of my older nieces. And he's just like, yes, you're here. Give me attention. Unless the other children are there. And then he's like, I want your attention, but I don't want it that bad. Goodbye. Like, he'll start to come out, and then I'll be like, oh shit, they're here. Bye. Yes, I'm doing it.
By the way, y'all, right after the sprint started, I heard Leia knocking like, all right, I'm ready to come in. Yeah, pretty much as soon as the sun sets, she's like, let me in. I don't like it out here. Go ahead. So spoiled. So spoiled. And then she was like, treatsies, I came back in. Give me treats. She is so spoiled.
It's not time yet. No. I know you think it is, but it's not.
Tom's like, you're the one spoiling her. I'm like, excuse me, A, I have no idea what you're talking about. B,
It's your job.
what am I supposed to be like? No, you can't have food. Also, she goes out enough that she's in very good shape, physically.
Oh, hi, Sadly. I didn't know you were okay.
It's like, I'm supposed to deny her treats? Like, I can't help it that she claims that the food you provide is terrible, Tom. How spoiled is she? You remember that the tuna, it turned out, had legumes in it. She got used to that and now will not eat wet cat food. Like, she'll go sniff it and then she leaves. And it desiccates. Now, the outside cats will eat it. But she's like, where is the good stuff? I know you have good stuff. So, versus when I open a can of tuna for myself, I save all the tuna juice for her. Oh, when that is gone in a freaking heartbeat. Yeah. Yeah. She won't even eat wet cat food anymore. She wants pure tuna. Spoiled rotten.
No.
She's like, I'll just wait till the good stuff. You can give this to the outside cats. This is not for me.
So we had a bad batch of dog food, wet dog food. It wasn't bad. It just, there was something off about it. Like, it looked different than it used. The texture was different than it usually is. And I'm like, maybe we should switch to a different brand. Because it was like 4 cans in a row that this texture change and stuff happened, and I was like, no. So we switched to Blue Buffalo, and it has like literal pieces of like carrot in there and some other little vegetable chunks, and it looks like, like the gelatinous stuff from like real meat, and I'm just like, maybe this is a better option. Like,
Mhm.
Princess is gonna get so spoiled, she's never gonna want anything else because this is like good stuff compared to whatever we were giving her previously. Honestly, I have no idea what happened. Like the the stuff used to be like really good, but I don't know, something changed.
Mhm.
The cats, the Amish store. That's just what we call it. Because it's run by the Amish community. They get in like random like
Mhm.
dog food and stuff. And my mom managed to get like the Blue Buffalo Tasteful, like the
Mhm.
big bags for like $10 each.
Nice.
And they're like $30+ a bag.
Yeah.
Nice.
So when my mom, like when she goes there, she checks for those. Like we have 2 bags still in the tote. One is gonna go upstairs probably in the next couple days because that bag's almost empty. But she's like, they're really expensive food, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just unless Sassy gets in the bag and then she opens bags. It's a problem. She also figured out how to take the top of the hard Temptations treat container. She
Yes.
can open that.
Well, now you know why we keep the Temptations box in a plastic shoebox tote with a lid.
We have it in like because we have we have the bags of food now in a tote because she was opening the bags of food, and then Hephaestus would just sit there and wait for her to do it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then she'd knock some down for him.
Yeah. Of
Like she
course.
just put a hole
Yep.
so she could eat from sitting on top of the bag.
Mhm.
And then she was the one who put the hole in the bottom for him to eat from.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I was like, ma'am, what are you doing? She was literally chewing a hole in it for her
She's
brother
like-
to eat from.
I'm smart. Y'all stupid. I at least like just went ahead and put a hole in it. Y'all keep having a tip. No, ain't nobody got time for that.
So we one of the big toads is now just cat food. Like we
Yep.
also have to put the wet food in there.
Yep.
Because if we get the kind with
In the Mylar bags, she'll chew through it.
Sassy, did you steal
Of course.
a wet
Of
food?
Yep. Of course she did. She's smart. She's smart.
Oh my god, I think she did.
She's smarter than
Because my mom
some
brought
of
one
the
home the
kids
other
in
day
that house.
from
I'm
the
not going to
store.
say which.
And I just realized that thing is gone because I had
Yep.
it up here and I hadn't put it
Yeah.
in the bin yet.
Because she a smart girl and y'all slow.
Where is it? Where's the kitty cup? It was recently because I'm pretty sure I saw
Y'all
it.
real slow.
She looked the other way, like I didn't.
Like she's fishing in a barrel. Y'all
Look.
shouldn't get a husky because they're even better at solving than
I wouldn't be surprised if she figured out how to open the can, like the actual can. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if she figures out how to use tools because she's smart and y'all slow.
Festus, why didn't you stop her?
Because he is not on your side. He is on Sassy's side. She feeds him more than you do. He knows what his loyalty
Was
is
it
like.
because mommy wouldn't give you kitty cups for a couple days?
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a little kitty.
It doesn't matter. That's
So
not
I was
how
like,
they
I'll
do-
give you treats instead of kitty cup. So I would
like,
give him like
that's
little
not how
kitty
it works in their
He was like,
minds.
this is
They're
unacceptable,
toddlers.
mother.
They're toddlers, and toddler logic is not human logic. All cats and human toddlers and dogs are all on the same playing field.
Yep.
When you get a dog or a cat, it's like saying, I want to have a toddler for the rest of their lives.
He's also looking away from me.
Yeah.
He knows
because he was
exactly what
part
I'm
of this
talking about.
crime. He was part of the heist, okay? He was lookout.
He probably even gave it to her because
Yeah.
he's the one who will get up here. He'll grab
Mom
and he
is
can
hot.
grab stuff from up here. Better he knocked it down.
You're not half as devious as your pets, and that is a problem.
No, I'm not. They are impressive in their
Y'all need to learn.
Yeah, because I don't even see.
Carrie, what are you typing away at?
Tippy typing. She's like, let me go get a box.
No, there's a I set up a group chat between me and Haley and Noah and Veronica and her husband
party.
for our run fair planning.
Yes, hold on, let me
fun.
make you big. Sorry. Here, let's look at the guilty party. Oh, the shame. The lack of shame. Look at that face. The face of a winner. Look at that belly. She got something in that belly, y'all. I love it. That is a full belly, y'all. I'm just saying.
You and Sissy performed a heist together.
Yes, of course they did. They're best friends. And the piggies witnessed it. Meh.
Kiss was probably like encouraging it, like, yeah,
The
do it.
piggies were probably the lookout. Like, come on.
He
They're
can
like,
see the like he can see where people come down the stairs
yeah,
from his cage.
they're like, oh, we'll let them know. With anybody just saying, y'all do not understand how smart these little guys are. And you got to get up earlier in the morning if you want to beat them at the game. Yeah, that's why we had the food in a latched container with a handle. And the treats are in their own box with a lid. I told Tom we're doing this when we brought her home. I was like, look, I've had cats before. I've had dogs before. I know how the treat box works. You have to get a lid that they can't pop open easily.
Sassy.
Ours is in a dog-proof, rat-proof box. It has like a twisty lid on the top.
Yeah.
And like the sides are really thick, so you can't they can't chew through it.
Yep.
Trust me, rats have tried and they have failed, and rats are like persistent little.
Yeah, and also they got those teeth.
Yeah.
That they're always trying to sharpen anyway. So yeah.
So I got this one from Costco ages ago. I think it was. It might have been Sam's Club, honestly. But it has lasted a good, let's see, how long have we had this? Since like before 2010. We'll just put it at that.
Oh. Quite a while.
Yeah. It's been a great investment.
They just ripped the magnet strip
Oh.
on this gift card.
Oh no.
For Disney. Because it's cardboard. It's not an actual gift card like they.
Yeah. Well, bring it like that and.
Yeah.
Like straight up ripped off the magnet strip.
Just bring it and they will solve the problem for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree with
They are very good at the customer service at Disney.
Yeah.
It's like one of the things they're good at.
Let Disney solve this problem.
It has an account number and stuff on it, and it does have like a bar scan code on it. So I think it.
Just bring the whole thing.
Yeah, like don't even
bring this part too. And like I opened it, and in trying to take it out, it ripped.
They probably see
it's a $100 gift card.
Mm-hmm.
For me to use at Disney.
They'll fix it. All right, shall we do our second sprint?
Yes.
Sure.
I know how to press buttons. One day we'll get there.
I feel this on such a strong level.
It's so tiny. It's adorable.
All right. What can I say? I'm in a spring is here mood.
So am I.
All right. Good luck, everybody. We'll see y'all on the flip side.
Beep, 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 beep. I was muted, so you couldn't hear me yelling at the pig that he can't chew through his cage to let the cat in.
Oh.
Because he was trying to do that.
I was lost in the sauce of editing the poem.
That was a very fast half hour.
Seriously, yes. Also, I was selecting a kitty picture to go because I've started putting a little bonus picture at the bottom of every poem. Like if you scroll all the way down, there's a
Baby.
like the internet loves cats. Like
It does. The internet's for cats. Them's the rules.
I might as well just here. I got so many cat pictures now. I didn't even realize I had this one with Leia sticking her little pink tongue out, and I'm like, because we never get little pink tongue pictures. Oh no, the yawn train has started. Oh dear. I can feel it. I can feel it in the back of my jaw.
I was rearranging my credit card stuff and writing down a plan B because I joined a Facebook group for the Michigan Ren Fair. And when I did my introductory post, I'm like, my friends and I are planning on going the last weekend. And a whole bunch of people were like, yeah, it's a lot of fun. But there's also a lot of crowds because it's the last weekend. And I'm like, And I jump in the Discord and I'm like, do we really want to? Are we set on the masquerade or do we want to pick another weekend? Because that's another day we have to pay for parking, another night at the hotel, another outfit we have to plan.
There.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Haley's on board for changing. I'm waiting to hear what Veronica and Josh have to say.
Well, Cat.
And also, if we go a couple weeks early, we have a better shot at weather.
Cat, I think you weren't here for us talking about Friday. I finished editing a poem that'll go out on Monday. And Thursday, I finished the story that I haven't written in like 5 weeks because I got sick. Finished that, and I did the picture. Carrie has seen the picture. Delightfully trashy.
I'm very proud of you.
And today I'm working on. I finished editing another poem, and that'll be scheduled for the Monday after. I'm riding this full moon energy.
Whoa, whoa.
Yep. ChatGPT called this poem, what was it? Classical and mesmerizing? Something like that. Again, I never ask it. Your poem has a powerful classical feel with rich emotion and striking imagery. Yeah, that's what it said. And I'm like, well, thank you, ChatGPT. I did not ask. Appreciate it.
Noise.
Yeah. Tell me about it, piggies.
What are
What? Did you hear that meow? It's what? What?
Yes, I'm watching your sister. And Gizmo. What is happening here?
So much that you don't understand.
You had to walk away because I was paying attention, didn't you, Giz? Yeah, so.
Oh, and also ChatGPT called this a dark romance poem. And I'm like, what? I have depth and layers? Thank you.
Sassy, Paris doesn't like it when you stare at her like that. You know that.
She's delicious
Giz is the only one who likes it.
with barbecue sauce.
Fucking weirdos. Do you have a crush on Glory, Giz?
Yes.
Because I feel like he does.
Yeah. He loves me. He's yet one more of my ex-husbands from other lives. I'm absolutely convinced. I told you about Arky. Arky Barky. That was a basset hound who genuinely believed he was married to me. I can absolutely believe that he was like a jealous lover from a previous life. Yeah. All right, Gizmo. I love you too. And I'm so sorry that you're not human this time. So we're star-crossed, sugar. We'll try next time. I'll always love you in some form. I already put you in one of my stories, honey. Like, what more can I do? That's more than I've done for Arky. And he's out living his best life on a farm with other basset hounds, y'all. That they call him Napoleon, which that's a more appropriate name anyway.
What was it? The other day I asked Festus, was like, are you a reincarnation of Dober? Because sometimes the things you do
could be
so much of Dober.
I mean, they live such short lives. Why not? Just come back and do it again.
Dober didn't like me holding him either. He didn't like anyone holding him. Festus actually lets me hold him when I'm standing, though. And like Dober, he likes to cuddle with me when I'm asleep.
Well, you've convinced me. We'll see. See? I'll get it.
Wow.
Do you need to read to you ChatGPT's description of this poem? No. Okay. This poem is a haunting reflection on the torment of love, its irresistible pull, its cruel betrayals, and the fools who surrender to its grasp. With vivid imagery and raw emotion, this poem captures love as both an enchantress and a destroyer, leaving hearts in ruin.
You said it, Festus.
Thank you, ChatGPT. I did not quite realize my layers, but you helped me see myself. All right, so that is now scheduled. Woot woot. So that is scheduled not for this Monday, but the next Monday.
It's like, mother, why?
I still can't believe.
What'd you say, Carrie?
I can't believe how big he's getting. He's not even a year old.
Those paws, though. Hi, Stephanie. Hello. His paws are getting so big.
It's like, I'm sitting in a spot where I know I won't be seen by the cameras. Mother.
Mother. Yeah, let me know once you're off, mother.
You want snack before bed? Is what you want, huh? And for me to give the piggies their lettuce? Yeah? That's what I thought.
They got their opinions. Yeah.
He's headed to the fridge. Because he will sit in front of the fridge and wait for their lettuce. And then he will go to his bowl and wait for his cute.
He knows how it is. All right. I am all done with that poem. Yay, yay, yay.
Nice.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I do have one more thing. I have to title it so that Kat knows it's now. And Kat, by the way, did you see, or you might not have seen yet, but I wanted to check with you that I made a new folder in my poem section on my,
Is it for poems that have been edited?
yeah, poems have been published on Substack or whatever it is.
Okay, cool. Because I need to, I'm probably just going to just remove all of the stuff from the one file I started for formatting. And then.
Yeah. Yes. I wanted to just check and make sure you can see that folder.
Let me go. Let me check.
It just says, it's under the poems folder. It says published on Substack.
Shared with me. Poems. Published on Substack. And yes, I can access it.
Excellent. And Tom says, here's a new level of yawning for me. I yawned big enough that my nose hurt. Oh no.
Have you ever had a yawn trigger a sneeze?
I don't know that I have.
I have.
Yeah, I didn't want to forget to mention that to you, to ask you, like, can you still see
Yes, I can.
The folder. So yeah, so I did that.
That makes things so much easier for me.
Yay.
Cool.
Oh no, the yawns.
I opened today.
Oh.
So after being a dummy and going to bed at 1 a.m. I then had to be awake and conscious enough to open at 9 a.m. All right. We should probably end the stream.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, you about ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to say good night, everybody, and we will